왜 날 안 죽였어? 왜 나만 살려둔 거야?
It's good to see you guys. Good to see smiling faces, because in the show it's not a lot of smiles. How do you all feel right now? I mean, is this a bitter-sweet moment now that the show is coming to an end?
아직 어떻게 이렇게 딱
Well, it's not sinking in yet that we have to say goodbye, so I don't know how I feel. We don't know how the audiences are going to feel about the show, but I think when the time comes, then it'll all kind of sink in.
주변에서 결말이 어떻게 되는지 굉장히 많이
A lot of people around me keep asking me, how does it end? So it's been hard to keep that a secret for this long. Yes.
저는 지금 여기서 묵고 있는
Yeah, where I'm staying right now, there are some fans that are downstairs in the hotel to, get autographs and stuff. So when I see those fans, I'm definitely feeling the excitement for season 3.
분들이 기다리고 계시구나 이렇게 느꼈던 것 같아요.
Director Hwang, did you feel pressure during this last season to possibly meet so many of the fans' expectations?
뭐 프레셔가 없다고 하면 거짓말이죠. 당연히
It would be a lie for me to say that I didn't feel any pressure because I was so aware of just how much expectation there was from all of the fans. But I tried not to let that get to me too much. I try not to think about it because as a creator, you always are under that kind of pressure, right? So rather than making it something that hinders me, I try to really make that energy into something that helps me.
그렇죠. 되게 원성을 많이 들었어요. 시즌 2.
Absolutely. I heard that people were very angry about the cliffhanger at the end of season 2 because the hiatus is like 6 months till season 3. So I think the reason why they're mad is because they have so much anticipation for season 3.
나는 내가 막 화가 났어요.
But I was angry myself at the cliffhanger.
너랑 아이 지켜줄게 준이야.
넌 사람 죽이는 게 쉬워?
We've seen a lot of deaths over the past 2 seasons. You all are returning, so what's it mean to be back for season 3 and continue the story?
우선은 살아남아서 시즌 3에서도 인사를 드릴
Well, I think for me, to have been able to survive and able to come back in season 3 is a happy thing. So, I hope that the viewers keep cheering us on and hoping that we survive through season 3.
시즌 3에
I am just brimming with excitement to share this amazing story with everyone of season 3.
Because this show can be so violent at times, lots of killings, that's part of this show. How are you as actors able to find levity? Like between takes, were you guys able to shake that off? Were there any laughs in between takes, or did you have to stay in character the whole time?
저는 캐릭터에 집중하고 싶었는데요. 여기
So I wanted to stay in character, but this guy's Hwang right next to me would always crack jokes, so I couldn't stay serious.
무슨 말씀하시는지 잘 모르겠어요. 과묵한.
I have no idea what she's talking about. I'm a man of few words.
배우에 따라서 사실은 그 어떤 캐릭터를 연기를
I think depending on what type of actor you are, some people have a difficulty, especially when they're really immersed in the character. They have difficulty distancing themselves from the character, either during the prep process or even after the show's all been wrapped. It's hard to escape that character. But for me, I've always been kind of a type of an actor who tends to freely get in and out of the character. So that's never been a particularly difficult challenge for me. Especially this time around, with this character, I had to be extra flexible in getting in and out of character because I had to portray 3 different types of personas in a single character. So that wasn't a huge issue for me.
How does a baby hypothetically impact your journey together?
명기한테 있어서는 아기가
For the character of Myung-gi, I think the baby's cries really really ignites his sense of responsibility for Junhee. And I think it'll be interesting for viewers to keep that in mind and see how that influences Myung-gi's way of thinking and how that changes along the course of the season.
I think another through line of the series is love. So for you, Yu-ri, can you just talk about the way love impacts the series as well?
사랑. 이제 게임이 너무 잔인하고 잔혹하고
I think, yes, the games are violent and cruel, and, you know, with people killing one another, you do question humanity at times, but I think there are still people in this work that still make warm-hearted choices, humanistic choices, and I think the people that make these kinds of choices hopefully will remain longer in the minds of people than not.
So in such a cruel situation when you're killing each other, without love and friendship, it's like you're giving up to be humans. So I'm very happy that the two of us took on characters that show the need for love and friendship despite the difficulties and the dire situations.
Well, Sung-Swoon, for you in particular and your character, and this may be like culturally specific, but you know, sometimes, at least here in America, when actors that aren't part of the LGBT community take on those roles, sometimes there can be backlash. What kind of responses have you received from the trans community?
안 그래도 그 시스젠더인 제가 트랜스젠더 역할을
So yeah, exactly. As a cisgender actor playing a transgender character, I did have my worries and concerns about that. And I wanted to make sure that I didn't reduce Hyunju to a caricature. I wanted to focus on her qualities, and I just really wanted to authentically portray this person. And Hyunju is a character who's not a flat character. She's very layered. She's multi-dimensional. So that's why I think the LGBTQ plus community rooted for her a lot. And I heard a really cool response, which was, if a transgender character is this cool, then I'm okay with a cisgender actor playing this character because, you know, Hyunju is just so amazing. So I'm eternally grateful for those responses.
The show has been such a global phenomenon for the past few years. Coming from, you know, your country, a relatively small country that is entertaining the world, not only with this show, but even when you think about K-pop, right? What kind of, I guess, pride do you guys have in your country for the way that it's been entertaining the world the past decade or more?
대단들 하죠. 뭐 저희뿐만이 아니라 사실 보면.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I can't really say what kind of pride I feel, but I just think it's incredible to know that, you know, K-pop that even came before K-dramas or even Squid Game, it had so many, it brought joy to so many fans around the world. With BTS now truly a global superstar, and director Bang's Parasite, you know, 4 Oscar wins. It's incredible. And then recently we heard the amazing news of a Korean original musical remake winning 6 Tony Awards.
Maybe happy ending.
And I just think it's incredible, you know, as you said, a small country, especially a country that had to pick itself up from the ashes of war in the 1950s, to think that within that short period of a time, it has grown to lead really global entertainment and bring so many people around the world great joy. I think it's not so much pride, but it's awe that I feel.
저도 이렇게 K-컬처가 많이 녹아져 있는 작품.
Yes, I think I do take pride in the fact that Korean culture today in today's world is so beloved worldwide, and you know it's fascinating to see as well. And I really hope that viewers around the world really love season 3 as well.
오징어 게임 팬분들이 사랑해 주셨으면 좋겠어요.
예전에는 사실은 코리아라고 얘기하면은
So before, like a few years ago, when I talked about Korea, some people wouldn't even know where it's located. They're like, where in Asia is it located? But now with K-culture, K-drama, K-movies, K-pop, and K-food being beloved all across the globe, I think the Korea brand has gotten very strong. So I take pride in that. But I also feel a bit of a responsibility as a Korean actor to really live up to the expectations.
덧붙여서 서브웨이, 트레인까지 우리는 깨끗하게.
So just to add to that, this is minor, but Korea's got like the cleanest subways ever. So I heard that like the tourists really like being on Korean subways because it's not smelly, it's very squeaky clean. And I'm just really happy to be part of this big Squid Game universe, which is entertaining the whole world.
Have you ridden on a New York subway since you've been here?
얘기만 들었어요.
I've only heard about it.
사랑과 영혼 그 영화를 보고 짐작하고.
And I've seen it in the movies before.
그때는 너무 오래돼가지고 지금 훨씬 발달했을 것 같은데.
근데 아직까지.
Well, next time I talk to you, I want you to ride a subway while you're here, and in our next interview, I'm going to ask you about it and your experience.
하겠습니다.
For you, what is the legacy of the show and what it means?
특히 저희 한국에는 꽤 많은 의미.
I think it has a lot of great meaning for Korea. I don't know if I can call it legacy, but the world has responded to and really well loved Director Hwang's amazing abilities, his creativity, and the fact that we got to showcase Korean actors, Korean crew, and a Korean story. I think that is the most important meaning as well as Squid Game's legacy.